There are a number of compensation legal options for people who have mesothelioma. And the law firms that represent people like my firm, we help with all of these things. We're sort of one-stop shopping. So the first one is mesothelioma trust funds. There's a lot of confusion about this. A lot of our clients think there's a big trust fund that the government has set up to compensate people for mesothelioma. That's not true, okay? In some ways, it's the fault of lawyers, advertising, to give you that impression. In some ways, it's the media also. But the reality is that there are lots of companies that made asbestos products. A number of them, about 50, have filed for bankruptcy. And when they file for bankruptcy, they set up an individual trust fund for that company. One of the main things we do for you is file a lawsuit on your behalf in the court where we think you'll get the best result. That could be the state that you were exposed, the state where the shipyard was that you worked at or served in. It could be where you live. Every state has different laws, and one of the things that we do as lawyers is figure out what's the best place to file a case for you. That could be New York or California or Illinois, but we take a work history, we take a life history. What did your parents do? What did you do? Where did you go to school? Do you have hobbies? We're trying to figure out any way you might have been exposed to asbestos, and then we come up with a strategy of where to file the case. Workers' compensation. That involves a claim against your employer. In some states, you can sue your employer, like Pennsylvania, but in many states, you can't. You have to use the workers' compensation system. Your employer purchased insurance, and there's an availability of a workers' compensation claim that we file against your employer to collect money from their workers' compensation insurance carrier. So that's another component of this. And again, that depends on what state you live in and where the case is filed. Veterans benefits. If you served in the military and were exposed to asbestos and you have mesothelioma, there's a disability benefit available. It's a service connection disability that you can get from the Veterans Administration. It's not the best process. It's slow. They do not handle the claims the way they should. If you follow any media, you know what goes on with the VA with respect to veterans' health care and veterans' disability. But it is a decent benefit. It's a monthly benefit. There's a portion of it that can be retroactive and a portion that can be available for your family. Social Security disability. If you're working and you get mesothelioma, you can file for Social Security disability. It also qualifies you for Medicare, even if you're under the age for Medicare. So that's another thing that your lawyer can help you with, is filing a Social Security disability claim in the right circumstances to enhance your Social Security benefit or get a Social Security benefit, and also potentially qualify you for Medicare. Disability insurance. If you're working, your employer may have a disability policy, or you may have purchased one on your own. This is another benefit that your lawyer can help navigate through. It may provide some additional compensation for you. And lastly, health insurance. It's a very important part of benefits that are available to you, whether it's Medicare based on age, Medicaid based on income, a private policy, a supplemental policy. It's a very important thing to talk to your lawyer about, because these programs will provide the first level of payment for your health care, but they're also going to want to get paid back through a lien, and your lawyer needs to be involved from the beginning to help minimize what the payback is and negotiate the best reimbursement for them.